Welcome to All About St. Paul, where we feature videos about city services, programs, entertainment, and more.
He's Nick Nelson from the city's video production team.
And she's Liz Wagner from St. Paul Parks and Recreation.
Coming up on this week's show,
St. Paul has a new city council member.
a must-visit destination opens on West 7th Street.
Finding help launching your business idea.
Get ready for fall in St. Paul.
And Halloween too.
We'll have all of that and a lot more just ahead on All About St. Paul.
We're hanging out today here in Cherokee Regional Park. And why not? It's one of the most beautiful spots in the city.
The leaves are still pretty green here today, but this is one of the best places to catch the fall colors. Cherokee Regional Park is one of St. Paul's most visited, and it's easy to see why. A large space atop the Mississippi River bluff, Cherokee is spread out over 100 acres. A popular picnic spot, the park features 2 shelters, picnic tables and grills, along with a playground and athletic courts.
My favorite thing about Cherokee Regional Park are the hiking trails and stunning river views. We will check out some of those amazing views in just a bit. But first, some news from around the city.
St. Paul has a new city council member. Voters in the city's 4th ward chose Mitra Jalali Nelson in a special election held to fill a vacant spot previously held by Russ Stark. A large crowd of well-wishers packed city council chambers for the 32-year-old's swearing-in ceremony. Nelson became the first Asian American woman on the council, and her win results in the first elected female majority on the St. Paul City Council.
In other news, the long-awaited Keg and Case West 7th Market is officially open. Father and son team Jeffrey and Craig Cohen have transformed the keg house of the former Schmidt Brewery. The $10 million restoration now houses 23 separate businesses, from food and drink to retail shops. Highlights include a growing indoor mushroom farm and a glass-encased beehive. And yes, you can buy mushrooms and honey.
Here's a sneak peek inside from the recent grand opening.
We've worked on this for 5 years. It was a shell, it was contaminated, it was disgusting, it had holes in the roof and pigeons flying around. And people asked me a lot about the idea and how it came about, and I don't really know the inspiration. I didn't hear of the word food hall at the time, but I love 7th Street, and I have other properties in the block, and really hope that we could create something, you know, something unique that would be special to everybody.
It is so amazing, is it not? I can't get over it. So before I say anything formal, I just want to also recognize, as Craig did, you know, I am reminded every day in this job that I stand on the shoulders of giants, and in this particular occasion there is a special giant who was pivotal to the success of this project, and that is my predecessor, former council member Dave Thune. This is a gem in the crown of St. Paul. It is a huge addition to the West 7th neighborhood, and frankly, I cannot wait until not just the city, not just the region, I can't wait until the entire world finds out about what we have going on here, which I think they will in the next couple of days, given all the publicity, so they'll be here.
So many great businesses in one location. Maybe you have an idea for a unique business as well.
There's a series of classes that can help you turn that hobby or side gig into a full-fledged business, and you can find it at the library.
we're starting a new series called Side Hustle to Success at St. Paul Public Library for people who are trying to turn a hobby or a side gig into a full-fledged enterprise. So this is a series of 4 classes, first at Arlington Hills Community Center and then at Highland Park Community Center. So people can come and learn how to write a business plan, the basics of starting a business, legal considerations, how to form a corporate entity. Then the second series is on sales and marketing. The third one is going to be on legal issues in relation to taxes, so like how to do small business taxes. And then the final class is on starting website technical issues. We see all types of entrepreneurs in the public library, so anyone is welcome to attend. Here downtown, I see a lot of people starting small businesses, consulting firms, or they're doing some sort of work from home. In Rondo, you might see more brick and mortar businesses, people actually starting storefronts, but it just depends. Could be anything, video gamers, we have people starting coffee shops, just all sorts of enterprises. It's just wonderful to see people come into the library. They're coming in, they might be coming in for a different reason and then realize that they could use the library to help with their business. And they're also meeting different people here too. So, we have different business owners interacting in a class and then they might learn something from each other. So it's a great way to make connections and it's lovely to see that happen here in the city.
A while back, we took you to the groundbreaking of the new Frogtown Community Center.
Construction on the new facility is moving along. I stopped by to check out the progress. With me now is Chris Stark with St. Paul Parks and Recreation. He is the project manager for what will be the new Frogtown Community Center. Now, we are still a little ways away from kids shooting hoops here at this facility, but it is moving fast. Chris, tell the folks what's happening here.
So behind us here we have construction of the new Frogtown Community Center, which is replacing the existing Sheffer Recreation Center. Despite Sheffer's small size and limited programming, it is a very popular facility. So through years of effort, we got CIP funding, $11.2 million, to build a new Frogtown Community Center and renovate the fields and play area and courts. So that's what we have here. The new building is almost 4 times larger than the existing Sheffer Recreation Center. So it's really going to be able to provide a lot of increased opportunities for social activities and physical activities as well. In fact, the new gym will be almost as large as the entire building, the entire current Sheffer Recreation Center. So when this one is done, then we'll do second phase of construction. Phase 2 will be a new football field, a new play area, basketball courts, and Katao courts. It'll also include demolition of the current Sheffer Recreation Center.
So where are we right now, Chris?
So right now we're standing in the future commons of the new building. Right here is where the staff desk will be. So there will be an entrance from Como Avenue off this way and also a building entrance towards the park on this side. Behind me is a multi-purpose room, a teen room, and a rec check space. On the second level, there will be 2 multi-purpose rooms, also a fitness room and a walking track. So as we look out the windows that will be there in the future, we'll be able to see the football field and all the activity on site.
Tell us about the space we're in now.
So this is the gym. This will be a high school-sized gym. It'll have 2 side basketball courts and a curtain to divide for younger games. There's a walking track above, which is really helpful to get the community in here in the winter and stay active.
Well, thanks so much for the information, Chris. If you want to learn more about the project, go to stpaul.gov/parks and click on Current Projects. We'll continue to check in on this exciting project. Well, Liz, summer is behind us, but that also means great fall and winter programs are coming up, like Little Explorers out at Como Zoo.
Little Explorers is a great program for you and your toddler. I visited Como for a look at this fun environmental education program. I'm here with Jessie, an educator at Como Zoo and one of the presenters on Thursday mornings for Little Explorers. Jessie, tell us a little about the program.
Yeah, so Little Explorers is a free program. We offer it every Thursday from September through April, except for the holiday. And it's a program where we really encourage grown-ups to bring their toddlers, and we really encourage grown-up and child interaction. We have a different theme each week, and we usually have an animal visitor at our story time. And so those happen twice each Thursday at 10:45 and 11:15.
Talk about some of the different themes each week.
So we have a different theme each week. This week's theme is Fun with Fish. Next week's theme is going to be Bird Buddies. And so we have our tables all set up to go with the theme. So we have a lot of different activities that go with the theme, and then the story time goes with the theme as well. And usually there's an animal visitor that comes to visit at the story time.
So can families just show up or do they need to register?
Nope, it's free and they can just show up.
That's great. Little Explorers sounds like a lot of fun. Be sure to check it out every Thursday at 10 a.m.
Well, the cooler temps and shorter days mean we are coming up on my favorite day of the year.
Let me guess, Halloween?
She acts like she's heard that before. Well, it's true. And if you like Halloween as much as I do, then you need to visit the best haunted house in the Twin Cities, the Ramsey County Fright Farm. Here's a look at my visit there from last year.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up for the greatest show on earth. You're gonna be amazed. You're gonna be shocked. Come one, come all if you dare.
Well, there's a famous movie line that says, in space, no one can hear you scream. But here at the Ramsey County Fairgrounds, they'll definitely hear you scream when you visit Fright Farm! Each Halloween season, this historic barn on the St. Paul-Maplewood border becomes one of the Twin Cities' premier haunted destinations. Fright Farm began in 1996 when volunteers from the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office created the event as a fundraiser. Brad Kamich was, and still is, the head haunter.
It was an idea that I had. I used to do home haunts in my backyard and things like that, and I approached the sheriff at the time and asked if we could maybe do a haunted house here. And then each year it just grew. We added more people, we added more sets.
A 30-year veteran of the Sheriff's Office, Kamich also has a background in community theater.
So I build sets and things for theatrical productions around here. This is a lot like theater, except it's a little more three-dimensional. Instead of looking at a set on a stage, you actually walk through sets, so it's a little bit more immersive.
More than a dozen volunteers begin as early as August to assemble the set pieces. 25 community members become actors. These interactive players provide the real scares at Fright Farm. Add in ticket takers and support staff, and about 100 folks donate some 4,000 hours to the cause.
I like to volunteer. It's my way of giving back to the community. I like to scare people. So, I don't know, I'm not professional at all, but I do like to dress up and do fun things.
This is actually only my second year, but I made a bit of a impact last year because I broke a wall.
Yeah, wall.
I broke a wall.
Impact.
Yeah. And they didn't kick me out, so it's a great place to be.
So he stayed.
Oh, I love the people. I absolutely love the people. The patrons coming through, all the volunteers. Everybody's just a lot of fun. There's a lot of excitement and a lot of energy.
It's just fun to do this. We just love Halloween, and you know, it's a great cause.
And the people are really nice. You get to know people, and kind of like a Fright Farm family.
You never know what's going to happen, but you know it's going to be a good time.
These volunteers put on a professional show. Fright Farm is frequently found on best of lists for Halloween activities.
The best part is standing at the exit door watching people and listening to them as they come out, because you get that pure reaction from people when they walk out, and that enthusiasm and the excitement when people leave, and it lets you know that you did a good job, and that's real satisfying.
It was very scary.
Yeah, I didn't like the dark parts. It was good. It was pretty scary.
You know, the clowns in the beginning were really intimidating, you know.
Some guy came out of nowhere. Really scary.
It was really creepy and unexpected where people were hiding.
The random bangings would definitely get you scared.
My favorite thing is probably when they just start popping out of nowhere.
It was a lot of fun.
Proceeds from Fright Farm benefit the Ramsey County Sheriff's Foundation and pay for things from dive equipment to dogs for the canine unit to its Take a Kid fishing program.
This is a tremendous community outreach tool for us. We get up to 1,000 people a night here, and some of the people show up and they don't even know that this place is run by the Sheriff's Office. It's fun and positive for the volunteers, for our own staff, for the community, and it's just something different and novel, and you don't get that many opportunities to do that kind of thing.
So what are you waiting for? Come on down to Fright Farm, if you dare.
Fright Farm happens every Friday and Saturday in October, with a special show on the 31st, of course. They're located at the Ramsey County Fairgrounds on White Bear Avenue, just north of Larpenteur.
If you and the kiddos are looking for something a little less scary, the St. Paul Police Department has an event for you.
They partner with the Arlington Hills Community Center for a special Halloween version of their Safe Summer Nights event.
I think we all know when we were kids, if you went out and trick-or-treated, there was that house on the block that gave out the big candy bars, or the house that gave out something interesting. Well, we really want to be the coolest house on the block. And so this is our way of being able to do that and provide that in a really safe environment where they don't have to worry about crossing the street, they can be with their parents, it's during daylight, and as you can see, there's all kinds of other interesting things to do here other than just get candy.
Throughout the summer, there's been 13 Safe Summer Night events. We hold them at different parks, different rec centers throughout the community. It gives us an opportunity to engage with the different neighborhoods, see different people, hear different concerns, just go out and build those stronger relationships. Today it's not our final Safe Summer Night. We're calling it a fall festival event. It's something that is very warm and heartfelt, that we actually can go out and engage our community.
Oh, look at this guy. You got some knuckles on it? Yeah. There it is. Good job, guys.
Last year they fed over 1,700 people at this event. This year we hope to be right on track. Last year they handed out 800 pounds of candy. This year we have 1,200 pounds of candy, and we intend to hand all of those out. This is a great event. As you look around, the kids in costumes that are up here, it's fun, it's exciting, and it's always an opportunity for us not only to meet the neighbors and listen to some of the things that are taking place in the communities, but it's a positive interaction, and we need more people engaged. We need a stronger neighborhood, we need a stronger community. This is exactly what we need to do to keep that going.
I think there's an opinion out there that there's the community and then there's us. And really there's just the community. We're a part of that community just like the community's a part of the police department. And we want to kind of express that as many ways, as many times as we can. And that's why we're doing this. As the sign behind me says, we're together in this. So that's really what this event is all about.
That event is just one of many fall-themed get-togethers happening at St. Paul Parks and Recreation Centers. Events include several Halloween parties and cozy family bonfires. There's one near you. See the whole list at stpaul.gov/Halloween.
Once again, we are spending some time here today in Cherokee Regional Park on the bluffs above the Mississippi River. If you look behind us across the river, you might be able to see the Highland Park Water Tower. Another event that you don't want to miss is a trip to the top to see the fall colors.
The local landmark opens its doors twice a year, once during Highland Fest and then again during the height of fall colors.
Highland Park and here at Cherokee Regional Park are just a few of the St. Paul places to take in the fall colors.
We end today with a look at some other city locations done up in autumn splendor.
Don't forget, you can find all of our videos online at youtube.com/stpaulgov.
See you next time.
Thank you.